Praise the Lord. God is good. God is great. Jesus is alive and well. Ladies and gentlemen and boys and girls, call a familiar face. Call all the folks you know, from your family and relatives to your friends, your classmates, your roommates, your significant others, your spouses, and everyone else. From friends, amigos, comrades, compadres, to your frenemies and enemies. Tell them that your boy is doing his YouTube CVS station identification. No, it is not. The Pharmacy, its channel vlog show, known as WEML-TV, Channel 77. And now here is your host of the show, where there's ordinary and there's him. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, for that wonderful intro. Eric Lima here, coming at you with another episode of WEML-TV, Channel 77, episode 870, ladies and gentlemen, January the 8th, 2022, 12:28 p.m. Wow, what a week this has been. A lot of firsts happened this week because it's the first full week of 2022, and I gotta tell you, it's been it's been crazy. There's no doubt. And hey, who knows what more craziness is going to happen. Survived a huge winter storm, which, by the way, I want to see if I can try to look this up before I continue on. Before I, yeah, it is. Before I continue on about this, and and delete that phone. And just give me 1 second here, folks. All right, here's the weird part. I thought we had a lot more snow than I thought. The snowfall total for here in New Bedford, 3.5 inches. That means we probably got 4 or 5 inches, which was no big deal. This storm was no big deal at all. So I'll tell you one thing right now, it was so weird. So we probably got lowered. We're out of the 4 to 8 range. I mean, that's strange, isn't it not? I mean, that is very strange. 3.5 inches. I think we had a lot more than 3.5. Must be 4 or 5 inches, but it's no big deal anyway. So I figured as much. So that's the way we look. And that's the way we're looking right now. So yeah, 3.5 inches. Holy crap. Three and a half inches. Holy cow. All right. Anyways, but I think we had a lot more in Dartmouth. So, like I said, due to the, there's barely any trash to pick up because of the snow, because of the snowstorm last night, yesterday morning and afternoon. And I got to tell you, I thought I was going to stay till like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But, I got out at 10 past 1, which is not bad. So, and they decided to let me work for 3 hours today and not work outside because it was really cold and it was just that crazy. So it was, I don't know what in the world has happened. So I worked inside, did some extra work inside, and that was about it, man. Let me tell you, it is something. So here I am, Here I am at home and putting laundry in and all that. That's why the bedding is missing, because the laundry, it's part of my laundry. So, anyways, let's have some fun here. Now, I did report on SmackDown 205 Live, and I'm telling you, it's already started off. First SmackDown 205 Live, and everybody's gone off the rails. Let me tell you. Let's talk about AEW Rampage, the first Rampage of 2022. Adam Cole went one-on-one with Jake Atlas, who just signed with the company. Adam Cole did win the match. Adam Cole did win the matchup by submission. Red Dragon was about to attack Jake Atlas, but the Best Friends decided to stop them when Orange Cassidy was holding a chain in his hand. Tony Schiavone went up, interviewed Andrade El Idolo. What is he up to? We don't know. Hook went one-on-one with the Factory's Aaron Solo, who is a former fiancé of Bayley, by the way. Hook did win the match with his transmission-like submission hold. Then QT Marshall started having an attitude problem, and then Hook suplexed him out of his shoes. QT fire Marshall Bill. There you go. Ricky Starks cut the promo as FTW champion, issuing the challenges. calling out Brian Cage, maybe. I don't know. And then the Bunny Penelope Ford got a promo on the street fight with Ty Conti and Anna Jay. And then the women's tag team matchup, Ruby Soho and Riho. Ruby, Ruby, Ruby Soho. And every time you see Riho, goes, her name is Riho, and she dances on the sun. I was singing a lot of that. Went up against Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter Jamie Hayter, and a miscommunication by Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker gave Ruby Soho and Riho the victory over them as Riho enters her tag team, her women's championship match tonight against Britt Baker in Battle of the Belts. And it seems like a rift between Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter and Rebel was trying to keep things peaceful. Well, if Britt Baker loses the title tonight, her and Jamie Hayter going at it, or Jamie Hayter may be challenging her next if Britt Baker retains. We'll find out tonight. Dan Lambert, Man of the Year, cut a promo on Cody Rhodes and wants to challenge him for the title again, but then it was announced that COVID protocol sidelined Cody, so Cody was not able to defend the TNT title, but there will be an interim TNT champion tonight. Dustin Rhodes will take his brother's place as he faces Sammy Guevara in Battle of the Belts. Mark Henry interviewed 2.0 and Daniel Garcia, also Eddie Kingston and Santana Ortiz. They were talking. 2.0 started running their mouths, and then 2.0, and like everybody started fighting while they interview. And I think the time to talk is over. Let's get this main event right now. These two teams beat the crap out of each other. But in the end, though, Eddie Kingston, Santana Ortiz did win the street fight. The street fight's been their specialty. But 2.0 and Daniel Garcia were not done yet. They decided to keep beating them up more until Chris Jericho chases off 2.0 and Garcia. No tension, no argument between Kingston and Jericho. And then Eddie Kingston started to understand why Jericho came for them. But might I digress? It is what it is. Tonight it's also Battle of the Belts. That's right. Sammy Guevara, Dustin Rhodes for the interim TNT championship, while the women's championship, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, defends her title against Japanese sensation Riho. And it's going to be a lot of great matches in there. But I want to go back to the women's Royal Rumble match for just a second here. I know Von Baskin addressed about the NXT situation. I know they don't want to waste any spots on. I think with the exception of Io Shirai, I think Io Shirai should be the only NXT standout to be in that Royal Rumble. She was there before, and they don't, and the company does not want to waste any picks with NXT. Like, we don't know her, but I think they'll know Io Shirai. I think Io Shirai should be in that Royal Rumble match. Just 11 spots left. And if the ladies that are still injured or still on maternity leave, in Lacey Evans' case, can't go, but I think I like to see Melina still come in there as a surprise. I'll be excited if she does that. Io Shirai, I like to see Asuka return, and so and I think with the exception of Raquel Gonzalez, Mandy Rose could be part of the Women's Royal Rumble. Now she's part of NXT 2.0. Io Shirai, Raquel Gonzalez, Dakota Kai should be in that. I think she was part of it before. Yeah, a lot of superstars have been released too. So I am thinking that if the NXT were to get involved, and they should be, I also believe like I said, Io Shirai, Dakota Kai, Kaylee Ray, and Raquel Gonzalez, left over from the Black and Gold brand, I think should be involved in that Battle Royal. In that Royal Rumble match. I think if you have women that have been left over from the Black and Gold era, I think they should be involved and still with the NXT brand. I think that's where you're going to see them enter the Royal Rumble matchup. I think you're going to see if Queen Zelina and Carmella keep running their mouths, you're going to see Asuka make her return, and I think her and Io Shirai should be teaming up and go after those women's tag team championships. But who knows? Who knows what's going to happen between now and then, between now and the Royal Rumble. Like, I understand, yeah. I think NXT should be, some of the superstars NXT should be involved. If you're going to see some of them get involved, I believe Io Shirai, Kaylee Ray, Raquel Gonzalez, and Dakota Kai, I think those are the four. Any of the four of those NXT standouts left over from the Black and Gold brand, I think should be involved in the Women's Royal Rumble. So Mandy Rose could be involved too. Well, we'll see and we'll find out for sure. All right? That's my opinion on that. But Mickie James in the Royal Rumble, still a shocker to me. Don't know how they managed to pull that off. Be very interesting to see how this develops going forward. So, a lot of releases. William Regal, Samoa Joe. Man, I'm going to miss William Regal. War Games! Road Dogg got released as well. It's going to be very interesting to see how now NXT 2.0 is going to be a little different than usual. So, I don't know. Tommaso Ciampa's going to be involved in the Men's Royal Rumble. Johnny Gargano, I don't know where he stands. But AEW may get better. May get better if they get guys like Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, or even Samoa Joe. We will see. Ring of Honor is shut down for now until at least March or April. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. All right, that's all the time I have on this show. Episode 870 for AEW Rampage Event Center for January the 8th, 2022, the first Rampage of the new year. So tonight will be Battle of the Belts. Tune in. I'll probably be joining Brandon Martin and Jordan Little on the live chat reaction to that. We had a lot of fun in the Rampage version last night, and it will continue on. Okay, I will see you guys later. You guys have a wonderful day. Until the next episode, peace, love, God's blessings from him above through me to you. I'll see you next episode.